Hi, Janet, JDK Counseling. I hope you're all hanging in there and doing okay. Today I'm going to continue my series on emotions, managing emotions, naming them, and sort of all things emotions. And today I want to talk with you about a strong emotion that, quite honestly, a lot of people don't like to talk about or don't like to admit they are even feeling, and that emotion is anger. Um, Anger can be a frightening emotion. Anger, many of us have been conditioned to believe that anger is sinful or somehow wrong or somehow less than our ideal selves if we even feel or experience anger. Um, and it's an uncomfortable emotion. But all emotions do is provide us with information that something has pleased us, something we're experiencing something as unsafe, as unjust, as threatening, as joyful, as meeting expectations, as not meeting expectations. So anger is an experience, provides us with information about ourselves, about the situation and the world around us and our experience of that. And like I said last week, emotions are a physiological response to something that happened. The emotion itself, that expression of it, is like about 6 seconds worth of chemical response in our body's physiological response. And then it's the feelings, it's the thinking about and the making meaning of it that can sometimes trip us up. And especially if we think an emotion is bad or that we shouldn't feel that. It's simply not true. We were designed to experience the full range and continuum of emotions, which again just provide us with information. The way I often talk about emotions, particularly strong emotions with my clients, is to picture an umbrella, sort of an open umbrella. Okay, you can kind of picture that, and the basic emotions are printed on the umbrella: happy, sad, mad, glad, maybe excited. Okay, and it's the emotions that are underneath that, sort of if you think about the rain hitting it and the drops that run off an umbrella, sometimes pour off an umbrella, the emotions that are underneath: happy, mad, glad, sad, excited, frustrated. Those are the emotions that we really, really struggle with and oftentimes don't have language for. I've noticed that so many people, whether they're clients or not, really struggle to express themselves emotionally. And it's always interesting to me that we tell our kids to use their words to talk about how they're feeling, but we don't teach them the words to talk about how they're feeling because we don't have those words oftentimes ourselves. And sometimes under the word or the feeling of the emotion and then feeling of anger are deeper, even more uncomfortable feelings of maybe loneliness, loss of trust, betrayal, grief, loss, fear, um, angst, loss of meaning. Those are powerful feelings that are really hard to struggle with. And especially if we don't have a trusted person or a trusted place where we can be vulnerable and even begin to make meaning of those feelings, they sit inside of us, they fester inside of us, and they then become, whenever anything triggers us, then we tend to act out with either name calling or judging or saying mean things that we have to take back later, to the worst extremes of violence and abuse against those we love or acting out in ways in society. Anger is an incredibly powerful emotion and all the emotions that are underneath it. But in and of itself, objectively, it's not a bad thing. It's what we do with it. It's how we learn to own it, how we learn to talk about it and process it, either with um, a trusted person, by journaling, by exercising, by even just admitting that we have it and that we're simply human and we need to learn to do with it. So if you are experiencing anger that is allowing you not to sleep, is causing you to not behave at your best self, it's okay to seek some help and coaching for that. That would be a healthy thing to do. Reaching out to someone like me, janettherapysecure.com, or a rabbi, a minister, a trusted friend, your journal, your physician, are all ways to start figuring out how to process this anger, which is a human and very necessary thing. Take good care, everybody. We'll talk soon.